and communication. We've talked about the camera, Tom.
Wait, none of them are money?
No. All right, Tom. This is embarrassing because we did just say we were financial professionals.
Right.
They're going to monetize using these things.
Ah, money.
Right. So basically what they do, like right now I've just flipped through your things, right? I'm
Through
sitting,
the lenses.
in your apartment.
Mhm.
And full disclosure, we're in
Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Can we say that?
Mm-hmm.
You're not afraid of inciting more riots here?
Damn, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, but I think like Beatlemania, positive riots.
Right.
Tom lives here.
Yeah.
Let's set a car on fire.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
like a
'cause they're happy.
celebration.
Yeah, a celebration that Tom is in town.
Uh-huh.
But you can, so like this is like Crown Heights, and it says like, so I could take a picture of myself, and it will say the neighborhood I'm in, and it looks like graffiti because it's cool.
Yeah, it will do it in like the style of that neighborhood.
Right. Now you can buy, like corporations or businesses can buy a filter, like a lens, right? So like if you decided to run hypothetically a brothel out of your apartment, Tom, and you wanted to promote it when hypothetically Leonardo DiCaprio comes and he can snap himself, and then you can buy a thing where he can say Tom's brothel,
right?
And then now,
look at that brand awareness.
Exactly, it's brand awareness.
Well, and they do this a lot for like events. If you go to like a big like a festival, like there will be like a festival lens,
right?
So I'm sure like the Super Bowl's this weekend. I'm sure there's a Super Bowl lens.
They've done it for movies and stuff too. Like, oh, you can make yourself look like RoboCop. That one didn't happen.
You can make yourself.
If there's a RoboCop movie coming out, I would love to look like RoboCop.
They made that new RoboCop movie and they never followed up on it.
Did anybody see it?
I saw it with AJ.
Yeah, you guys hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It wasn't terrible. Like I thought, like, oh, they'll make another one of these bullshits.
Anyway, you can buy one of those. I think across the whole network or across the whole country.
Yeah, you can
for $750,000 per day.
Woo-wee.
1 day, one filter.
Yeah. And probably no guaranteed results even.
What would the results be?
Yeah,
it's there.
exactly.
You bought the thing. Get out.
Yeah.
Get out, Bob Iger.
And, differing, you can, you can have one that's just like like that says Crown Heights, or you can have one that turns you into Iron Man. There's different levels of sophistication.
Right. And you can geolocate it, I'm told, down to just like a single block.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which ones, but I've seen lenses where I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Like there's a lens for this block in this economy?
In this economy. Tom, so there are stories, too.
I give them a lot of credit, actually, because every goddamn new tech company is always like, oh, we're going to figure out a new monetization thing. These guys actually did figure out.
Yeah.
It's still advertising.
Might prove to be bullshit.
Right. But they figured out a different thing other than, a banner ad that you have to click on.
Right.
So good for them.
Yeah. So we
kind
of
talked.
Buy
their stock.
Buy. Stories, Snapchat.
Snapchat
they're
stories.
viewed in chronological order. Each segment is accessible for 24 hours.
But I kind of stopped using that once. That was mostly what I was using Snapchat for. But once Instagram rolled their thing out, I'm like, oh. And it's crazy to me that nowadays things have gotten to the point where companies don't even pretend like they're not stealing features from each other.
Yeah.
They're not even like, oh, no, this isn't stories. This is
Let me
tales.
tell you how it's different.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no, it's
they're
stories.
like, oh, yeah, this is the thing that we took from this other thing.
Yeah, we saw this is very popular on Snapchat, so... Right. But vice versa, Snapchat added filters, that was Instagram's thing.
Right. But they've kind of morphed that into Discover, where
apparently Facebook is getting stories soon too. By the way, if you need more.
So this thing that I can get for free on 2 other places, I can get for free on a 3rd place. Yeah. Who can keep up? Discover short form content from major publishers, including BuzzFeed, CNN, ESPN, Mashable, People, Vice, and Hustler magazines.
There's not a Hustler
so
one.
You don't need to go to the woods, teens. Just go on Snapchat. You don't have to go through the woods.
If you go through that Hustler Discovery thing, don't get to the last story. It's a trap.
These are they're kind of cool. They're depending on the publication. The Daily Mail one is raunchy every day. It's like, check out this
Daily
lady's
Mail's raunchy.
butt. Yeah. And then it's like, here's this lady's butt from a different angle.
Yeah. Can you believe this woman showed her butt again? Yeah. There's so many Daily Mail stories that are like, look at this careless woman who didn't keep her legs perfectly crossed as she was getting out of a car. Look at this slut. And now a lot of people are talking about this. We're reporting on it. They do a lot of things like that. Yeah. They're garbage.
There are ads sprinkled throughout that content, which I assume that Snapchat splits with those publishers.
Yes.
But I
think they also give the publishers like an upfront, we're going to pay you to start using this. What do you call that? A thing.
In advance?
Yes, in advance.
Yeah, okay.
in advance.
Revenue guarantee, maybe?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. They're making an F-ton of moolah on that.
Yeah, except in their IPO filing, they're apparently not making any money whatsoever.
Bye. They're, The thing that pisses me off is that, they're pushing this to be, the future of journalism. These,
Snapchat.
Yeah. But, the Discover thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine and good, whatever. It is useful on some level. But, we don't have to play into the whole, you don't need an attention span at all to stay informed. You're doing your civic duty by just, being vaguely aware of what's on Snapchat. Now go and vote, everybody.
Right, yeah. Don't read into this issue. Just, watch a few people's take on it.
It's cool to have, but let's not migrate the entire media to this model, which I feel like they're really trying to do.
Right, and if you want to do this for, celebrity news or whatever, fine. That's great, sure.
Jen and Ben, Jennifer and Benifer, all the favorite people.
Yeah.
Brad and Jen. Brad and Jennifer, all of them. Vince Vaughn.
Tim, me and you were at a pub quiz this week, and boy, we almost got into a fist fight with people over our assurance that Ben Affleck was the right answer to something, and other people being like, well, maybe we're
Friend of the show, Pollux. I almost punched him in the face. You can hear him on an episode of After Dark.
Yeah, we were furious because we were sure, and he wasn't sure, and it's a long story.
We went to a pub trivia night.
Yeah.
We were sure of an answer. Another man, a good friend of ours, was
and
not
sure. And it was like a bonus. It was like a Final Jeopardy situation.
Yeah, time was of the essence.
Yeah. You got more points the quicker you answered. But guess what? Our team was already blowing everyone away, which you could say, no reason to risk that. But you could also say, no guts, no glory.
Run up the score.
Yeah. Let these fuckers know who's in charge. Us.
Yeah. Us, Tim and Tom. Yeah. We know everything about Ben Affleck.
We know it all.
I've
can't
seen
tell us
all
anything.
The Snapchat stories.
And then we have to sit through 5 more questions about Ben Affleck when we're like, it's Ben Affleck. We know it's Ben Affleck. God.
Friend of the show, Aaron Lee. Okay, a couple more Snapchat.
The man's
things.
going through a lot right now. He can't direct Batman anymore, even.
I mean, I think he doesn't want to. Yes. I think he read the writing on the wall there.
I think he also doesn't want to be Batman in this new movie, and he's trying to Yeah, well, you know what, dummy? You were in that crap movie. Maybe you shouldn't have been like, and the next one, I'll write it, and I'll direct it, and I'll be Batman.
Well, he thought he can control it all. See, Ben Affleck thinks you can't... He thought he can save it, and you can't save everybody, Ben Affleck. No. There's only so many hours in the day.
Well,
you learned that on the set of...
Live by Night?
No, the Project Greenlight movie.
Oh, yeah. The Leisure Class.
The Leisure Class.
Yeah, only so much time. Ben Affleck learned a lot of lessons from The Leisure Class.
Tom, I feel like this show is exclusively for me and you. Like, the only person who's going to understand what's going on in the last 5 minutes are me and you, not even, like, our close friends.
Nope. Just people who know a lot about Ben Affleck and who are really into season 4 of Project Greenlight.
Yeah.
That aired, I don't know, a year and a half ago now?
Yeah. According to Snapchat, Tom.
Yes.
Do you know about your Snapchat score?
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
It's all the messages you've sent and received?
It's, quote, according to them, it's determined by a special equation that incorporates all of the different ways you use Snapchat, including the number of, number 1.
Yes.
The number of snaps you send. Number 2, the number of snaps you receive.
Yeah. So far, this is what I've said.
Number 3, the stories you post. Number 4, other stuff.
It's probably just a level of engagement. You know, how quickly somebody opens your Snap. Like, you know, they have ways to tell if what you're posting is interesting or not, if people like it.
Yeah.
And then if they like it, they want to tell you, hey, you're doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah, they award trophies to users according to how much they explore and use the app. That might be where Squarespace got all their awards.
It might be. They might be mostly.
Some of them, yeah.
It couldn't be all of them, but it might be some. Some might just be Snapchat awards.
They're also it's also like they're trying to make it like an iMessage competitor and like a WhatsApp competitor.
Yeah, it's strange to me nowadays with apps because it seems like over and over again, something becomes like a hit because it's simple and easy to use. And people are like, oh, great. Yeah, I love this function of X, but it got so bloated. And then these apps go and get all bloated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my problem with most
There's a
things.
fine line.
I think most things should be, here's a simple thing. Pay a modest amount of money for this.
Right.
And then use it.
But how are you going to do that with something like Snapchat when, you have to reach critical mass?
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think more things should be, the way something like Hulu is now where you can pay to opt out of ads.
Right.
Like, yeah, Facebook.
Which you, who have famously been stealing my Hulu. You've been stealing my Yoo-hoo, you son of a bitch.
The nurse is stealing my Yoo-hoo account.
The Hulu. You use my Hulu account.
Yes.
And you always berate me for not paying the extra $4 a month.
Fucking pony up for the
How am I the cheapskate? You stole my password.
I didn't steal it. It was given to me.
You shithead.
Tim, look, you're just doubling the money for these corporations. When I'm using your Hulu account, now they got twice as many ads being shown.
Well, stop. You went to the trouble of creating your own profile.
Well,
which I didn't even know could be done.
I wanted to keep our preferences separate, Tim. I don't like when people. I don't like people knowing what I'm watching.
Well, I could just click on your.
Like, I don't even like, you have my HBO Go password, and even though it's my account, well, it's not my account, it's my mom's account, but I don't like that. I'm like, well, I guess I can't go watch any of the late night stuff because Tim will know.
You say your mom was watching it.
Then, well, if Tim's scrolling through here and he's like, resume where you left off.
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If that's the case,
yeah,
then I'm scrolling
that's
through.
True. But
and
I don't
I'm
like
not
you
gonna,
knowing. I don't want you knowing my tastes.
Yeah, but
in
I wouldn't want you
knowing
my taste in that either. So, I'm not going to be like, so I see Sorority House Party 5.
I watch one of those. Tim, a lot of them they have are sci-fi ones. You would know by looking which ones I would probably watch. Be like, oh, this soft.
Yeah, but why would
this softcore porn has time travel in it? I bet Tom watched that one.
My point was, why would I confront you on that when I would reveal myself to have been?
You'd come up with some convoluted